This is the state in which left the part in the previous video with the basic flange now, and we have to make the hole of the flange. The dimension of this hole is of 9 millimeters. Now we draw a circle in construction mode that not made surface ni volumes, in which the 4 holes of the flange will be situated. Dimension of 50 millimeters. In the bisectric 45 degrees from the horizontal in a number of 4. Well, first we have to situate one of these holes, this, over the circle with the connect tool, and with the angular dimension by 2 points. First point, the center of the circle, 1 point of the vertical line, and the vertex on the center of the axis. We have now 45 degrees over a circle of 50 millimeters. Well, we have selected through all, and we pass all the part. We need only to throw to the next surface. Once made this operation, we name it as flange hole, and the next step will be to repeat 3 times more to make a pattern of 4 holes. The tool we are going to use is pattern. The first step is to select the operation we are going to repeat. In this case, the flange hole. Then the pattern tool with the smart option selected. We select the plane in which we draw a pattern, circular pattern with 4 repetitions, close the sketch, and we have obtained the 4 holes. Does not matter the position and the size of the circular pattern. Now we have to make a symmetry of all the flanges with the cylinder, the hole, and the pattern. Con respect to the right plane, we have made a copy, a symmetric copy, symmetric pattern of a set of operations. Now we are going to make the inner hole. This is the correct time after all the previous operations. We have 28 millimeters of diameter. We establish the dimension, and following the normal routine, we select through all, because through next only cut half the tube. We name int tube and follow with the last operation. One of these is the hexagonal upper component of our part, of the wall part. Is a hexagonal extrusion in the upper plane. We are going to use the polygon by center tool. By default are 6 sides, the hexagon, and we establish a distance between parallel sides of 65 millimeters. We copy a circle inner the hexagon, otherwise we'll close the upper part of the body bubble. And now we have to make a thread in the hole of the upper part of the piece. we use the thread operation. We select nominal diameter that correspond with the hole. In this case, we need to establish a finite deepness, not all the hole, and we have finished our part. Now we switch off the planes and we are going to give a brush shadowing, and we are going to use a cutting plane that allow us to see the part like a section. Well, we establish the cutting planes there, and we can set on and off the cut view of the plane.